So what are the numbers you've gotten?
So the ones that I've gotten, right, because...
Like, how many women have given you these numbers, like, roughly?
A lot.
Okay.
So, right, on one end, you have the girls that work in those industries. They're a lot of fun, right? They're gorgeous, but the numbers are high, right? 70, 80. I talked to one. She was a friend of the one that I was hooking up with. Probably like 90, 100. So huge, right? But you also have girls who are...
So what is that, like, per year? Like, is it, like, how many dudes is she sleeping with at a time?
You're gonna find this crazy. They're young chicks. They're like 25, 26. Which is what, do the math. I don't know.
Well, because average age you lose your virginity, that's over 10 years, right? 16
Yeah.
to, I think, 25, 26.
Yeah.
So, like, how many, like, when you were talking to her, like, how many dudes was she seeing that week?
I could tell you this.
Did she, like...
Any girl, no, I could tell you this, and you probably attest to it. Any girl could call a guy at any given point, and the guy will answer.
Yeah.
Right? And girls have hormones, too. They're not as horny as men, but they have hormones, right? They're like...
I think women are almost hornier at the right time.
Yeah, when they're ovulating.
You know, like, I mean, if you see women, like, they almost, like, attack male celebrities. Like, they sneak into their hotel room.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like...
Yeah, they're psychos. Women are psychos.
Yeah.
And so that's what you see. But you also get the other tail end, right, of girls who did have that 1 or 2 relationships that were 2-3 years long, right? And, you know, maybe her body count's 3 at 23 or 24. You do have those type of girls, for sure. Right? They tend to be more introverted, reserved type of girls. That's kind of like finding a needle in a haystack nowadays, but they're definitely out there. Right? You just have to look. And when I say you have to look, that's what guys aren't doing. They're not going out there. They're not putting themselves out there.
Well, what industries would you tell them, like, or places would you tell them to look?
Yeah, I would. My favorite spot to go to is usually like coffee shops. Right? Coffee shops are huge, especially with the remote work culture going on. A lot of guys work remote, especially if you're doing anything digital. So any remote work, get out of the house, go to the coffee shop, right? Think about if you have an introverted friend, where do introverts hang out, right? Because usually those girls are shy, right? So they won't go up to that celebrity. They won't do it, even though they might be attracted, they won't do it, right? Because they're shy, right? Even if the hot Chad guy comes and talks to her, she doesn't know how to handle it.
I know, but the introverted whores, they do the biggest damage because the men don't see it coming.
Yeah, they don't see it coming, but that's on
I'm
them.
not saying all I know.
Yeah, but that's on the men. That's for you being naive.
I know, I'm like, the girls that do the most damage are like the introverted. Because the guys do not.
So, funny you say that. The definition of a heartbreak is when a girl behaves in a way that you didn't think she would.